Well, we have been dealing with this pandemic for nearly 2 years now. We are all exhausted, especially since we were told the worst of it was likely behind us. But because so many people refuse to get vaccinated, the virus is surging yet again.
And now with the Delta variant, a new forecast shows the deadliest days of the pandemic may be ahead of us. Our Alex Fisher has been studying the computer models and spoke with Public Health Director Bryn Kerrigan, who offers a dire warning about COVID surging this winter season.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, these models have been pretty spot on. I mean, they really have given us a good idea of what the immediate future looks like. What are they telling you and your health department as you're looking at what's going to be happening in the next couple of months?
So it's interesting that you bring up the models. These models have been very accurate. We've used them to kind of guide us through this third surge. They have told us, really what to anticipate. And unfortunately, worst case scenario is what actually happened in Kern County based on these models. So we take the models very seriously. We use them to guide our planning. And now the models take into consideration waning immunity and the level of vaccination or booster shots that have been administered in our community, and use that as tools to guide what they're projecting COVID-19 to do in Kern County. These models are painting a very scary picture, if I'm being frank. They're telling us that we're facing a gigantic surge that's going to peak in January, and our hospitalizations are going to peak at 200 more patients than what we saw at the peak of this previous third surge in January. Our hospitals are already significantly overwhelmed. They were overwhelmed at the peak of the third surge, and to think about the potential of having 200 more COVID-19 patients in our hospital system here in Kern County is a very scary thought.
Do you think that, unfortunately, based on what the models are showing, that there are going to be more people in our community that unfortunately die because they chose not to get vaccinated? They chose not to get vaccinated, and that ends up killing someone else that they know?
Unfortunately, when we see increases in cases, we see increases in hospitalizations follow thereafter, and then we start to see increases in deaths. And that's the unfortunate picture that we see with COVID-19. So every increase in cases typically leads to people dying, and we can prevent that now. With the vaccine, we can prevent people from getting severely ill and dying from COVID-19.